Hey guys, welcome to Evolving Spiritually. My name is Kayla, and if this is your first time checking out my channel, hello and welcome. If you guys are returning, what's up? We are here for another intuitive therapy session where I use my intuition and the cards to go beneath the surface and figure out what's going on energetically, but also help you find ways and solutions to move forward. So, per usual, if you would like to check out more content from me, you can head over to patreon.com/evolving into more. Over there, I upload 2 to 3 additional readings per week. If you would like to book your own personal reading like this or any other kind of reading, you can head over to evolvingintomore.com. All right, so today's channel song is called Running, and I hope that I'm not butchering her name, because I probably will, because I'm not that good with names. But I believe her name is Abi Osia. Probably wrong. But it's Running, like running. And it's spelled Abiocia. Okay. Abi Osia, probably wrong, but hopefully it's right. Okay, so before I sing it, because I swear that y'all are, y'all getting on me. You're like, come on, Kayla, be confident. I tried. Okay, it'll get better every time. I'm working on it. So the meaning behind today's song, before we get into those vocals, is someone is hiding secrets and they're running from themselves. Not only are they running from themselves, they're running from you, and they're running from other people in situations that are their reality right now. When it comes to you, I feel as though there is a message behind this to realize that you are living in your truth. I used to always have dreams, and I didn't write this part down, but I just want to throw this in there. I used to always have dreams. The rare times that I did dream in the past, where I was running, whether I was running from family. Okay, didn't understand that for years, but now it makes sense. You see what I mean? But I used to take those dreams as like, oh my God, like I'm running from these people, right? Because they're after me. No, I was running from myself. When you dream, they say, when you dream that you're running from yourself. There's something that you're running from within. Whether this is your past, a situation, a person, something that you've really, really pushed back. This is, you've caught up to yourself. You faced yourself. You faced the past. You faced your childhood. You faced the people and the things that have always put you in this place of feeling low. You're not running anymore. I should have said anymore, and then I would have been flowing. Anyways, you're not running anymore. So, where was I? You face things head on, while others that you once were connected to have ran from. Someone may need your help, but they hold secrets that could cost all that you have acquired or are about to acquire. The truth will set them free. What they need to do, in my opinion, and if they don't do this, then you just may want to fill it out and figure out what you're going to do, because I don't know if everyone is going to sit here and tell their secrets. Some people will. Some people will say it like on purpose and let you know what's going on, or they'll hint around it and you'll be able to catch on like, oh, this is what this is. But what would be healthy and what would be fair in this situation is for this person or these people to communicate the truth to you, and then let you give you the space to figure out and decide. That's why the sit in silence and contemplate, for you to figure out what is it going to be for you. Do you want to choose this person, this situation, whatever comes along with it? Is it going to support you in a healthy way? Is it going to help you move forward, or is it going to hold you back? Because you don't want to be back in a position where you're running from yourself again because of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, of knowing that in this moment, this requires you to have some sort of self-control. It's understanding that we're at the point where we can't just foolishly be out there making these choices and decisions when we know better. I come from a religious background. My foundation is built from religion, right? But I've obviously dived into spirituality in my own way. So within this, it's being in this place of understanding kind of how people talk about baptism. Like once you get baptized in the church, you are supposed to know wrong from right. And so after that point, like every sin that you commit counts towards your the days of your life. And I believe that in my own way, right? Well, or in a spiritual sense of God shows you, and it doesn't matter what age, you're going to be consistently evolving and learning lessons throughout your whole life. So I don't want to set an unrealistic expectation that it's, you're not going to continue to grow and learn. You are. It's just not going to be as hard as it was in the past once you get on the other side of it. But I take that baptism like narrative or analogy in the sense of when you learn the lesson, when you truly are shown and know better between wrong and right is when it counts, and that's when it matters. God is not going to heavily consequence you. I don't know how to say that. You're not going to heavily get consequences for doing something that you genuinely did not know any better. You usually are going to get warnings and signs and signals of the road that you're going down, and you've been able to course correct. But we have all had moments where we knew better, but we didn't choose better. This, I'm stressing, cannot be one of those times where you just kind of like gamble everything. You have worked yourself to a very strong place in life. Okay? And again, I promise you, if you don't see it right now, it is coming. It is coming. You have to value you. You have to put yourself first. You have to be in a place of being willing to choose what is the best for you. So this morning, my wife and I, we were out on the rooftop and we were talking about a TikTok that we came across. Well, I came across it yesterday, and we were writing in our planners, and we were looking for basically like something to go back to this entire week that will motivate us to keep moving forward. And yesterday I remember seeing this TikTok where a girl was speaking on discipline, and she was saying that there's times where people like me, like us, that will get so down and hard on themselves instead of realizing the value in what they have right now. So again, life is about choices and decisions. And if there are things that you have to choose every day that is not bringing you fulfillment, it's finding the steps and the solutions in order to get away from those things, those people, and those situations. Okay. So for the most part, I'm pretty sure you have created distance. Now, everything is not going to be perfect. There are things that we could pick and choose right now that we would like, a little better, or to be in a better position in. But it's understanding that you will get to that place by being gentle and loving towards yourself. So with that mindset, or taking on that message, it's seeing discipline on the flip side as self-love. I feel as though I'm trying to give an example of how this reflects in the most simple way, so you can see how it may reflect in different areas of your life. But let's say that let's say that you grew up in a household where no one really cared about your nutrition. They didn't care about what you were eating, or care to tell you to, drink water or eat your vegetables and things like that. So you grew up with this sort of mindset and perspective that you're just going to eat whatever and you don't care about how it's affecting your health. Well, that is like rooted in growing up around people that you place value in, that showed or reflected back to you that they didn't care about your well-being in one way or another. Now, these people could have been caught up with their own selves and their own lives, aka your caregivers or your parents, but I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying that, you have to get very clear on why people are or have been the way that they were before. You don't have to accept it, but find an understanding so that you can move on. So back to that analogy, this is being in a place of doing it now because you know that it's only going to make you better. Okay, so I froze for a second because I realized I still have not even played the song yet. But anyways, I'm about to wrap this up. Not running from yourself. So within that example or analogy of, not eating good or caring about your health or your diet because no one cared growing up. Now it's making a conscious choice and decision to eat that, salad over that burger from McDonald's. Okay, because at the end of the day, nutrition wise, it's going to be the healthier choice for you, and you want what is best for you in this moment. Okay, this is not choosing past love that is incapable of truly fulfilling you, and knowing and choosing that you deserve more because you know your value, So it's like not running from yourself or what is your truth. You know that. So you have to decide how you want to move forward after the truth is revealed around whatever this person is running from or is not being real or honest with themselves on. Okay, so let's get into the song. Keep your secrets from me, boy, running. Keep a little lie, running, running. Could it be any harder? No. Running, running. Can't keep yourself satisfied. Running. Show me the way you're moving. Won't you show me the way you're moving? Boy, if we liked it, we'll find it. Boy, if we liked it, we'll find it. Show some thickness for me, boy. Running, running. If you're new here, we start off with a keyword self-focus section. So we're going to focus on your energy first. We only have 2 keywords today with trigger statement, and then we're going to get into the cards. So to slip right in it, we have divination. And divination to me speaks on spirituality, obviously, but more so in a magical, mystical manifestation type of sense, where someone could be praying, against you, trying to speak against you, actually putting in energy and effort to come against you energetically or send things your way, if you know what I mean. Well, that's what we're not going to worry about, because don't worry. The damage has been done, but they're not able to pull things over and get things done in the way that they were once able to do. Who? I don't know. It could be people that you actually know, and this could be people that just are around you from your day-to-day environment, or when you go out and just have like nasty energy towards you, right? So divination has the trigger statement of I am so drained. If you have been wondering and feeling fatigued, tired, lazy is a strong word that keeps coming up for some reason. But if you're feeling lack of energy in any kind of way, you have to back that up with the true statement of I am shielded, right? So I'm protected. God is in control and will always have the upper hand. And you cannot, again, be tricked or fooled in the ways in once were. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So the message behind divination says you are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you're safe and you're protected. Okay, y'all, my hair, it was in 2 braids. And then I took it out, and now it's like everywhere because it's poofing up. So we're just rolling with it. I don't have the time. So with divination, again, this is just understanding who you are and your power and your control by realizing that life is all about choices and decisions. I say it every session. Life is about choices and decisions. The choices that you make right now will continue to create your tomorrows or your next hour, right? You get to decide, you get to pick and choose what works, what doesn't, what makes you feel good, and what you're just not rocking with anymore. That is your power, that is your control. Again, in the past, there were things that were happening, that were playing out, and it wasn't because you were not working on yourself correctly or doing the work. Okay, because I feel like there's this heavy energy of really getting down on yourself when things started to go down. There was a lot of manipulation happening within the foundation, the environment, and the people that you were connected to. Look where you are now. You're not where you were, right? You know things, you can see things, you can understand things in a way that you did not know before. And that is your power right now. The people and the things that wished, wanted, and went out of their way to try to make happen, like we spoke in the last session, like you've elevated and evolved and moved up so much, these people cannot even touch you because you're not going to fall for the okie doke in the same way that you did before. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I can't blame you because I've known better, right? Fool me a third time, for me, there is no third time. You're lucky if you get a second. But as J. Cole says, fuck the peace sign. You know, like it is what it is. But we're not even going to let choices and decisions, we're not going to let people and things, situations take us out of our divinity. Okay, I'm not about to get ugly because you want to be ugly with me. I'm not about to be an eye for an eye because you wronged me and you made a mistake. No, I'm going to see what it is. I'm going to accept it for what it is. I'm going to accept you and see you for who you are. And I'm going to make a choice to create distance and move on with my life without you. And that's the mindset that you have to bring into so much. Okay, so divination leads us into our second and last keyword of spirituality. You're like, is it one and the same? Kind of, okay? So, hold on, pause. I gotta backtrack because I wrote this at the top. So for divination, I have seeing the truth of yourself. So to sum that up, that's what's happening. You're seeing the truth of yourself in ways that you did not before. And so people want to come in and try to manipulate and sweet talk and play mind games, love bomb you. It ain't gonna work this time. You're gonna know something just a little ain't right because the words and the actions, they're not aligning. The math is not a math thing. Okay, so back to spirituality. I have, are you giving yourself enough credit for what you do. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay. For what you do in the sense of like on a day-to-day basis. Because again, the word lazy, it keeps coming up. I don't know if you're beating yourself down, feeling like you're not doing enough, feel like you don't have enough going on, not succeeding. And hold on, pump your brakes. God is just like, hold on, rest. Because when you get on and when this starts to pop off and go, you're going to be on. Okay, enjoy this downtime. That's why I'm all fabulous today, because this energy, you're going into blessings. You will be celebrated. You will be in this place of being valued by the people and the things that you connect yourself to, because you're disconnecting from what doesn't. And there's going to be this glow and there's going to be light around you, even brighter than before. And you've learned to carry yourself in such a classy, elegant way to where everything that you do, you just naturally flow in it. It's just, it's soft, but it's strong. Okay? Like a, I don't know, toilet tissue roll. It's soft, but it's strong. Okay? That's if you're getting that quality. But you see what I mean? Quality. You know your quality. You know you're valuable. And it's time that everyone starts seeing and appreciating that. And is that coming from an egotistical place? I mean, it could be, because I don't know everything. But when I touch on this energy, it's not coming off as like conceited and like, no, you just naturally are. It just is what it is. I don't know why I'm so like talking with my hands today, but you are just naturally, you're just it. You don't have to do too much. This didn't take much. I took down 2 braids, put some makeup on in like 5 minutes, and slipped this on, and here we are. You know? Effortless. You do this like nothing. Okay? So, spirituality has the trigger statement of, I am so disconnected. What you disconnected from? Who you disconnected from? Your past self? Feeling like you have to be or do the things that used to do it for you. You don't. You can start over. You can choose to be who you are now. You've peeled back the layers. You've done the work. So your true statement to back that trigger up is everything is connected. There is not one thing that you do, that you choose, that you speak, that you are, that is not on purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And I know that for some people, they don't like that statement. Because you can't see it and understand it right now. You're just going to give up and think that it's for nothing. Never been my mindset. Okay? And I done been through some things. And every moment I'm like, look, God, I know you didn't put me here for this. I know that this ain't it. This can't be it. This is just no. Did I always have the confidence that I do today? No. But I also knew and was rooted that God loved me unconditionally. So much as like living right morally and doing what is right out of love, out of authenticity. God loves me unconditionally. And so to sit in misery, to have to continue to choose and commit to it, it was a no. Right? And as some of you know, my wake-up call was when I went through a divorce at 24 or 23, however old I was. I battled for years going back and forth like, oh my God, like I made a vow before God, and like, oh my God, I did not even know what it was that I was asking for, because this ain't it. And I'm like, am I really going to continue my life like this? I'm only 24. And I was like, look, God. And God was like, Kayla, I love you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You do love me. And I know you want me to be happy. And I know you want me to live a fulfilling life. Like, we're not here for misery. And I kept trying to find A, B, Z, all of that. Trying to find every reason in the book for me to have an excuse or a reason to be like, oh yeah, like I can get out of this. Like, no, I had to put on my big girl panties and I had to make a big girl decision that like, this stops today. I won't do this any further, any longer. Because at that point, I was a mother. I'm a mother. Okay. But I became a mother. And it was very, very important to me to be the healthiest example of what is possible in life for my daughter. And as much as people will advise you, oh, stay together for the children. No, I grew up in that. I grew up in the household that just stayed together for the children. Where's the love? Where's the authenticity? It wasn't there because it was staying for the wrong reasons. It was a foundation that was built off of the wrong things. My parents raised me well, okay? I don't have any complaints on that, and I say that time after time. But I did grow up in a very dysfunctional household because emotionally we did not know how to communicate, and we did not know, how to individualize everyone for who they are as an individual person and understand them in the way that needed to be understood. Everybody got put in one category and they got dealt with the same. But the point that I'm trying to make with telling you my business is I grew up in dysfunction. And I always felt like my parents would have been happier, more fulfilled apart. And it's just like, am I really going to advise my parents on this? But yes, because I truly loved them and I wanted them to both be happy. And you did not have to fake and pretend, because people make mistakes. People make choices because they had to learn a lesson. Sorry, Janae's coming home, so the dogs are going to lose it. But within that, I made it a point in my life that I wasn't going to do that. I did. I made a choice and a decision when I was very incapable of even knowing what I was signing up for. And at that point of making a decision to divorce, it hadn't got ugly with the child abuse and things like that with my daughter. It was just simply like, he's a great person, I'm a great person, but we're just not each other's person. And there was no discrediting any of that. But then it got all twisted and turned and out of control. But the point of saying that is, those were moments that I did not understand why things were happening the way that they were. Why I felt like I had it in me to get a divorce at 24 and then figure it out. But something within me told me, like, there's more for you. You deserve more. And someone will give you exactly that. And again, I went through ups and downs and things that I did not understand in that moment. But here we are years later, and it makes complete sense. And I'm glad and I'm proud of myself for even the things that I feel like, oh, I should have known back then. The little that I did know, it got me here. Right? So through that story, I don't know how that can apply or resonate, or you can see yourself within that, but you are here right now with me, right? You're stable enough to be in this space to receive this message. So this is not the time to doubt or underestimate yourself. This is a time to celebrate yourself and not let anything or anyone take this moment from you, because you made the choices and the decisions to get where you are. And it is okay for you to take up space. So, everything is connected. Everything is really working for you if you choose to see it on both sides. Our mind will automatically go to the most negative thing if we allow it to. And I always tell you guys, because I'm about balance, I'm a Libra, explore both sides. I would be lying if I sat up here and told you that people still don't get under my skin from time to time, that I don't have a bad attitude at time to time, that I don't even make the wrong choices at time to time. I do. Okay? But it's also understanding that through those choices and decisions, a lesson can always be received and learned from it. And then you can still move forward with the knowledge that you got from that situation and apply it when it is truly necessary. A couple months ago, my wife and I made a choice that we are now like, what were we thinking? And why? And it was ego. We made a choice out of ego, but not to appease to other people, to feel this egotistical want and need of ourselves, of being like, oh, we should do this just because we can. Because, growing up, we would have never been able to do this. And no, it's not traveling or anything like that. It's like us wanting to purchase something. And then we set it in and we got it. We got exactly what we wanted. But then it was just like, but is this really what we want? Or is this what our past selves wanted? Were we trying to prove something to our past selves? So as much as we thought that we were done moving out of ego, that is just how much reality will snap you back. But it's not to pull you back. It's not to drag you back. It is all based off of how you choose to proceed forward after that. My past self would have beat me down in that moment like, Kayla, you should have known better. Because when you make the wrong choice, not even the wrong choice, but when you make a choice that is not benefiting you in a real way or a soul way, you're going to have to deal with the consequence. Whether you make a good choice or a bad choice, you're going to have to deal with the consequence. And we had to deal with the consequence where we ended up losing money within a situation. And it's just like, God damn it, right? And as much as I want to just be like, oh, I wish I could go back, and you can't. No shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I did it. It's done. All I can do is take what I learned from it, apply it moving forward, and make sure that shit does not happen again. But everything is connected. If we did not make that choice, we would have not learned that lesson. And then we probably would have made the mistake way further down the line when we've invested even more into it and then lost even more. You see? You got to be grateful and thankful and blessed when things hit. You may not understand it. You may feel like this just threw everything off. But the more you continue forward, it'll all make sense. Okay? Everything is connected. So the message behind spirituality says, it will be beneficial for you to spend time in silence to contemplate, to think. Okay? You need to reflect within to find the answers that you are seeking. All right, we're gonna get into the cards. All right, y'all, getting into these cards today. Let's see what our overall energy is. Whoa. We have the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. Do I want to keep the Queen of Pentacles? I guess we can do doubles. So the overall energy, the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles, speaks on illusions, foundations, things that were faulty or that are faulty, ending, breaking down, the truth being revealed around what that foundation was built on, that situation, that choice, like seeing the truth of the why. This is understanding the why. You have questions, you have concerns, and you about to get the answers that you seek. So if we go back and reference the keywords, the self-focus section, this is speaking on being real with yourself, because people may want to come back and tell you what they want you to know, or enough to see it in the way that they want you to see it, but not the complete truth. You're going to be able to see through the lies and the BS and what is not told or what is untold, because you're going to have this inner knowing and understanding. And that's why you come through with this Queen of Pentacles energy, because you're grounded. You're in your feminine energy of being very intuitive, being very emotionally connected. Okay, now with this dominance of earth energy, again, the balance and the groundedness within the foundation that you have built is solid. So I like to use the example, normally I use the example of like building a home, but in this case, you're rooted like a tree. And yes, you've grown branches and leaves. Now this tower, what it does to your foundation, your tree, it may shake your tree, okay? That's how the weather works. That's how life seasons go, right? Now it's gonna come in. It may be a little windy. It may blow some leaves away. But guess what? You didn't need it, right? It's like holding on to dead ends. Cut them things and let your hair grow. It's gonna shake it up a little bit, but not in a way that you can't handle because you're rooted. You're rooted within that ground. You see that tree? That's a tree right there. Okay, so you may be shaking, but you ain't falling. It ain't stopping nothing. The growth is only gonna come back stronger. But excuse my dogs. Okay, so with this Queen of Pentacles in the Tower, somebody is coming to this realization of just how much power and value you hold. Now, the Queen of Pentacles gives me like mommy caretaker type of energy, and I always like to tell you guys, you have to be very mindful in the ways that people want to use you, because we as just humans just get caught up in the sense of feeling like that only equates to money, like if we got a bag or whatever they say these days. But in reality, in real life, yeah, somebody may be using you because of money, because of resources, because who you're connected to and all of that jazz. But people like us, that's one thing, because it's coming. If you ain't had it before, you about to have it now, and that's about to be a whole new like reality perspective that we're gonna dive into and be able to see in ways that we haven't seen before. But for right now, you have to understand that people have used and abused you and like done the things that they have done because of who you are inside. That cannot be duplicated. Not everybody has a good heart, not even if they tried. Okay, it's just ugly inside. So your confidence, your elegance, your value, how you carry yourself, like people don't like that. We love it. The people that's for you, oh, we love that. Do you? Okay? I love to see that shit shine. But other people, oh, it's like, who they think they are? Why do they think they can do that? And then, okay, you just gotta laugh at it, because I guarantee you, I'm gonna get a comment and somebody's gonna be like, why are you so dressed up? Because I want to, because I can, and because I look good too. So why not? I can come here with a t-shirt on and still look banging. That's that confidence, and people hate that. People hate the love. People hate the authenticity. It's just like, because it makes me feel good. And if you're not feeling good, go do something that makes you feel good. And then you will get it. You would understand it. And then it wouldn't be no more hating. Okay? But again, people would rather just put an energy into talking shit, manipulating energy, and being vindictive than putting it towards themselves and actually being something worth having. So, yeah, we do that up over here. We get that real. So overall energy is like, you got what somebody needs. Now, whether they want it or they value it, that's a whole different story, but you got what they need. But you know what? Doesn't matter your gender. Mama ain't no fool. And you're holding mama type of energy, because you know how to do it all. When you think of high vibrational motherly energy, this would be the mother that does it all. She's the teacher, she's the cook, she's the doctor, the nurse, she's all of that. Mommy has to play each part. And you just do it so naturally well, and you heal within it too. You make people feel safe. You make people feel grounded and nurtured and protected and held down. You make people feel seen. You make people feel valuable. And because you've taken away that power, that recognition, that connection, they see it for what it truly is, and it ain't adding up to much of nothing these days, because people deplete their own value and their own quality by what they choose to connect themselves to. You're not going to go get a luxury high-end brand Maserati and try to put a cheap engine in it. Because you know what? You're just going to end up losing in the end, because no. I would hope you wouldn't. If you're going to go, flaunt and floss like that, I would hope that you're truly investing within that. Because that's only going to get you so far for so long. Somebody who's looking the part but ain't even got what they need within to keep it going. Oh, but then there's you. And you just seem to always have it together. And that goes back to the beginning of the self-focus of you getting being too hard on yourself. You over here sweating yourself, aggravating yourself, giving yourself anxiety, thinking of the worst case scenario, and you have not realized that you've been flowing straight through it. If we really sit back and we think, contemplate, right? How many times did we make it harder on ourselves by the things that we were feeding ourselves and telling ourselves and believing? You hold an innocence. That was in the last reading. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. I hate when I catch it, but I do. That was in the last reading. There's an innocence that you hold that makes life a lot easier and more free to move and flow through. Past energy, we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands energy is like planning. Eight of Wands. So this automatically speaks on plans, being strategic, having options and choices. This makes me feel like in the past there was a situation that you were looking forward to. This could be a connection. This could be a job. This could be, a relationship, something that you felt confident to move forward in because you could see what it could evolve into or what it had the potential to be. I feel like there was not any sort of success and forward movement within this situation because whoever you were dealing with or connecting with, they were strategic. Like they had other things on their mind. They had other plans. What are those plans? For everybody, I'm not sure. Hold on. My camera was about to go off. Okay. For everybody, I'm not sure on an individual level. But whatever it is, you're going to get communication around it. And it is because somebody is in deep regret of choices and decisions that they made. And within those choices and decisions that they made, they screwed over you. And they screwed over the opportunity to have a deeper connection with you. So I keep feeling like there's people that are feeling and thinking like, why could they not do this or be this or have this when I was around? Because God was like, no. Right? And that's the things that is unclear and unseen and unknown between us. When in those moments we really wish and hoping and praying like, oh, please let this be it. Please let them be that. Please let it, And then God's just like, I'm sorry, but that ain't it. And then you keep moving forward and then you walk into more blessings and beauty and value. And then you're just like, oh, okay, I understand. because people have their own reasons and motives, and they make their own choices and their decisions based off of what they morally live by. I feel like there's communication here that's going to reveal a lot, and it's either around someone's plans or something that someone was plotting in the past, or because something didn't go as planned in the past, somebody is planning and plotting right now. But you are going to receive some sort of communication or clarification on what and who this is. I feel like someone is physically going to like communicate to you what's going on in a situation, but this could also be intuitively, because you have to remember that a lot of these people and energies are blocked from making contact with you in this third dimension. So them physically being around you again is not gonna happen unless you make the choice and decision to open that back up. That's your free will. But I'm telling you, if God got you away from it and you've been away from it and you've been A-okay, your feelings may be hurt, you may be missing, you may still be in a grieving process. But if you can look at your life and you're in a better position than you were before, or dealing or with those people, that's nothing you want to even get caught up in. Because again, that has not changed. People on this low vibration, like I said, they are either in a stalemate. Their life has been a consistent stalemate where it's just the same old. They're going through the motions. They ain't trying to do or be no better. They're just them. Or their life has been more destructive. It has gone even down and worse. Those people in a stalemate, I'm feeling like this is a moment in time and opportunity for them to make choices and decisions on which side they're going to be on. Are you going to get it together and start like doing healthy things, making morally healthy choices for yourself, or respecting yourself and what you're building, what you're going towards? It's like thinking about how you will be remembered at this point. What do you want to leave behind? What memories? What are people going to know you for? What kind of person are you at heart? That is what stays imprinted in these people's minds at the end of the day. Yesterday I was going through my computer and I found some old screenshots of a conversation with my mother. And she said everything that she probably could and said fuck me about like 18 times within it. And what I realized in that moment is like how well I responded, because this was something that has been like a year or two ago. And I look back and I'm like, damn, Kayla, like you was like, really, you did good. You know, I didn't let it take me out of myself or out of my character. It was just like, you know what? I understand you. I see, why you are the way that you are. I don't blame you for anything other than who you're choosing to be today, because I understand we all got our shit. Okay, obviously I did not cuss in conversation with my mother, but it was basically around like, I get it. And at the end of the day, I'm going to pray for you and I'm going to send you love and I'm going to wish you well. And the ugly messages just kept coming. But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, my wife has taught me that people are going to be left with the shit that they put out. And I say my wife taught me because in the beginning of our relationship, before we got married and stuff, like, I would just say stuff off the side of, at the side of my neck. And she would literally just sit there and stare at me. And I'm like, what? And she like, did you hear what you just said? And I'm like, and then I think about it. And I'm like, yeah, damn, that was a little, it'll make you sit and think twice about yourself. And while reading those messages, I was talking to my wife about it, and she was just like, that's really what matters. It's like who you choose to be in moments where people try to drag you to your lowest and out of character and want you to be ugly like them so that they have a reason to keep doing and being the way that they are. That's the same situation that's going on with you in one way or another, because someone has drugged themselves so low and showed their ugliness and what's truly within them. They can't hide behind this mask anymore. They want to try to take your mask off and tear you down, thinking that who you have authentically evolved into is not real. Okay, that's the audacity and that's the privilege that gets me messed up in about every one of these sessions, is that, but I do understand it, and I'm gonna tell you how to understand it. Okay, so it'd just be like, dang, why do these people be thinking like the life that you live in right now is not really you? Why? Because these people live lies and they cover up and they put on masks and they pretend to be people and things and ways that they don't want to be. So they think that everybody else is like that. And no, there's some real ones out here. And that's what some people do not like. Some people don't like it because that's their full-time job, is to be fake. And it's just like, you have the audacity to come out here and truly be you. I got a cough on. You truly get to be you, and then you succeed at it. And I'm not saying that these people don't try to be themselves. They do. And then they fuck shit up even more. And then that makes them feel like, well, I can't be me. No, you can be you, but you got to be a healed you. If your true self is just ugly anger, bitterness, miserableness, then yeah, your real you is gonna be ugly. But go heal that ugly and get and start to feel beautiful. And that's what reflects out. If y'all didn't check the last session, go check that out, because that's all we talked about was perception and projection. So communication, confirmation, all of that coming in. And I feel like in a low vibration, this is someone wanting to kind of throw you off track, or they're coming in to find out what's next or what you have planned. Okay, a lot of people don't like when I bring up the past or past situations, because they're like, I'm not focused on that and I got away from that. But you never know in how these people are going to play a part back into your energy. You can try to ignore them all you want to, but you would still be running from your problems until you face it head on. Okay, I'm telling you firsthand, been there, done it for years, and still gonna have to face it and deal with it one day. Okay, so the present energy looks to be not wanting to come out. Okay. Present energy is the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. 2 queens in the reading is rivalry. I'm telling you. It's just a natural flow to you. It's just something that you authentically just naturally do that is always going to put the focus on you. Ooh. It's going to do it. The focus is going to be you every time, every room, everybody's attention always seems to be about you. Now, you may not even know or understand these spaces. So really quick, hopefully I can talk about this and they don't try to I don't know if y'all know what NPCs are, but if you don't, Google it. So there was a conversation around how some people could be NPCs. And so they gave this example. I don't know if it was Abraham Hicks who gave this theory, but it was like if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear, did it really fall? So things are not real unless you give them the life, the power to be real. So just because it's not happening in your reality doesn't mean that it's not happening. But if it's something that you're moving towards, then you will eventually run into it and see the truth of it. So no, you may not be around when the tree falls in the forest to hear it. So it's not real in your reality. But if you are heading to the forest to hike or something, then you see the tree fall, then it becomes real. Why am I saying that? Because there are so many people and things that have been obsessed with every move and choice, and even like wanting to figure out what's going on now with you, that you like your focus has just not even been on anything outside of yourself. So as much as people want to project that you only do this because of this or because of them or to outdo, it's like, well, no, I naturally advance and move forward and succeed at it because I'm truly focused on me. But someone wants to, again, challenge this energy as if your reality right now is not real, when they should know by now that everything about you is real. Why would this be a lie? So with this Ace of Wands and this Queen of Cups, this is again in your present energy. So this is now to the next 2 or 3 weeks, depending on when you see this reading, not when it's posted. But this Queen of Cups means that you are reaching a level of fulfillment that is going to emotionally change your inner world and your outer world. And again, once you start to get into this vibration, this movement, it only births and creates more, right? Once you got a sense of peace, you started realizing the things and people that were taking you away from that. And you stopped choosing those people and things, right? And so you've only acquired more peace. You're going to get these opportunities and these new beginnings soon that are going to consistently keep you in this place of fulfillment. And anytime that you are in true fulfillment, you're winning. I don't care if that's like just eating an ice cream cone, because that will truly make you happy for the day. You're winning. Because again, there are people who are out here choosing to live a life in a reality where absolutely nothing makes them happy, because they have other reasons and motives behind it. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm going to leave that alone. Moving forward. Oh gosh. We'll keep that over there. Keep that one there. We have Strength, Leo energy, and the 5 of Cups. Oh yeah, you shine. You shine. Whatever happened to you in your past definitely pushed you into your presence. Like, it pushed you into yourself. It pushed you into this space of strength, right? But I like to look at strength as like being courageous. The things from the past put you in this place of now being down or being ready for whatever. You know, like, yeah, the skies may be gray some days, but I've been through worse. I made it through that. I can get it through this. I can get through this. And I had a moment of that a couple months ago where somebody like found their way into my environment, right? I let them in as a friend. And then they came in to cause manipulation and destruction. And in that moment, it was just like, I wanted to get down on myself because I was like, God damn it, Kayla, you should have known better. And it's like, am I really going to let this moment take me down? Or am I just going to be like, fuck this shit? Because like, I've had to disconnect, move on, and navigate life without my family, without my parents. And you think that I'm going to let this situation be like a downfall in my life? No. And that's what it always comes to. It may be different things that you have to look or reflect on from your past to make this moment as valuable as it is for you to proceed moving forward and making choices that only put you in better positions. Again, people can do the most undermining shit. It's all about how you choose to proceed forward from it, because they gonna be what they gonna be. Right? So that's like the example I used in the last session. The last person I was with like crushed my soul. All because they wanted to lie and manipulate and not honestly communicate, because they wanted other things. And it's just like, at that point, I could either let that breakup or disconnection be the downfall in my life, or I could go through the healing journey and figure out, what do I need to work on? What do I need to be more for myself, so that I stop running into this situation and I started making different choices that have led me to the healthiest relationship that I've ever had. You know? So it's like you can only learn, you can only take from the past and apply it to your present to show you continuously the value in what you have. I don't reflect on the past all the time. The only time I really even think about it or talk about it is when I come on here to use my experiences. But when I do reflect on it, it's just like, damn, Kayla, good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself for not continuing to go through loops and put myself in situations with people and things that don't value me. My relationship was the foundation that helped me build a larger foundation of healthiness, of stability, of support, of love. And because I've been able to realize that by making conscious choices and decisions to not go back to the people and the things that hurt me, no matter in which way, but is not helping me either, the only way forward, or the only way to win, or not even to win, I don't think about winning at the end of the day. Half the time I don't even know myself if I'm gonna make it through. And that's the reality that people want to take out and not acknowledge. Like, we just know that we gonna get through shit. Absolutely not. It's faith. That's where they're missing it. That's where God always comes into play. I don't care how big, bad, and confident you see me right now. I've had moments of being scared shitless. I have things right now that could haunt me. And not because I did anything wrong, but just because it's just some crazy shit. Am I going to focus on that? No. Am I going to focus on worst case scenario? What if this happened? What if this happened? What if this happened? No. Because you try to control everything. Right? It's like, referencing TikTok, but I saw a TikTok this morning and the lady was saying that when you look into Hinduism and Buddhism, your spiritual gifts, your intuition, your power is a lot different than most people think. You go through, this healing phase. I don't know how she worded it. I may not be referencing it completely, to the T, but she said something around like people go through experiences that then bring them into their gifts. And then it kind of stops there for most people, right? Some people, they realize like they're intuitive, that they can read cards, that they can, read palms or see into the future, or they are herbalists and they know how to blend things and do rituals and spells, and it actually works. Okay? Because we all hold this power. You just make the choice of how you're going to use it. And she was saying it's viewed differently because people who go into their spiritual gifts sometimes still don't realize that they're working out of ego. And I will use myself as an example. When I first started this channel and I was doing twin flame readings, yes, from the beginning, my foundation of what I built it on, I authentically wanted to help other people in their twin flame journey. But up in the middle of that, a year or two into that, I realized the twin flame journey was truly just meant to bring you back to yourself. It was not about the other person. It's not even a healthy journey. It's a codependent one if you follow the way society is pushing it. So when I realized that like all this shit is leading you back to yourself, and once you love yourself, value yourself, and realize that you are deserving of the best, that's when you make those choices that make those changes, and you get out of like the same old bullshit. But I was in a place of, because one, people were still seeking twin flame readings and still wanting me to just focus on love. I was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna do that, even though that's not what I believed or what I knew to be true anymore. And at that point, I was using my spiritual gifts, my intuition, my ability to see in a spiritual sense for egotistical purposes. I was making those videos for the satisfaction of other people so that they kept liking me, so that they kept coming back and looking at my readings and my channel. And as much as I thought that that would work, and I'm gonna have to wrap this up because my camera is dying. It didn't. Okay? That eventually crashes and burns when you're not living in your truth. My channel went down for a year or two. Didn't matter. I uploaded every day. But it wasn't until I truly stepped in my authenticity and was like, no, I'm gonna be who I want to be. I'm gonna do these readings how I want to do them. I don't care if anybody says like, this isn't how you do, you shouldn't talk about yourself. I didn't care anymore. I still don't care, because I'm here to speak the truth. I'm here to bring balance. I'm here to teach morals. I'm here to trigger people, not treat them. And it took me a while to grasp that understanding. As much as I wanted to be liked and validated, that's not what I'm here for. I trigger people. And sometimes those triggers make people hate me. And then I have to learn how to understand that, see that for what it is, and realize I can't choose that. I have to choose the people and the things that I may trigger, but they still see the truth behind it. That's what I'm here for. So once I made that transition and I came back on this channel confident, like, okay, this is me. This is my message. This is how this goes. It's either for you or it ain't. And if it ain't and you got something to say, you're projecting at that point, because again, this is my reality. I'm just here to share it. People are just here to share. People are here to be inspired and learn in one way or another. And I can say I don't use my spiritual gifts in an egotistical way, because I don't care for all the views. I don't care for all the subscribers. Matter of fact, I don't want it all. I don't want fame. I don't want fortune. I want financial stability. There's a difference. But do I need all the money in the world? No. Do I need to be greedy? Do I need clout? Do I need people screaming hoo-ha? Absolutely not. I don't run off of that. And if you're a real one, that's truly what it's about. It's at the end of the day, I'm here for some real shit, and I leave real ass impressions on people. Whether you watch one reading or you watch them all, I'm gonna be up in there, because my shit is real, it's quality, and it sticks. There's something real that's quality, that's about you, and it's all of you. Because people don't just like me for reading cards. Some people like me, they like my hair, they like my style, they like my personality, they like my, it doesn't matter. I'm me. And people are going to connect, or they're not going to connect in their own ways. And understanding that it is okay, that everyone does not have to like you, because everyone's not for you anyways. And that's what I mean. I used to take that shit so personal. Like, oh my God, they don't like me. Who are they? What they got going on? What impact does that really make in my life? Putting the wrong people on pedestals that don't hold no value. Okay? So, use your intuition for true self-development, for self-love. Use your intuition in that way and not to try to manipulate, because that was the other side. Using it out of ego. Again, I was using my intuition to pull on energy for other people to like it so that I kept my views up in the past. And what does that all stem down to? My ability to want to be seen. Right? It connected to that unhealed part of me that never felt validated, that never felt seen. I had to go heal those abandonment issues and realize that as long as I like it and love it, that's more than enough, because that's really all that matters. And at the end of the day, again, choices and decisions, the only person that you need to take that up is with yourself and God. If God give me the green light to go and make a way for me to do something, I'm going to do something. And I don't really care how anybody feels about it, because at the end of the day, God is going to be the one making the calls, not these other people. Because this also comes with sneaky energy of someone trying, again, to challenge you and make you feel defeated, make you feel like it's just too much, or what's the point? Again, we're going to continue to move through life, and there's going to be ups and downs. You have the moon. Again, secrets, things that have been hidden are going to be revealed. And I truly, honestly feel like these things are just going to push you even more into your confidence, into your truth. So you may think that you're not ready, the public eye. You may think that you're not ready for this next phase of life, but you are. So what are these clarifying cards? Some of them may resonate. God dang. Some of them may not. It's a lot. But I was going to clarify, and I just don't think that we need to. I think those cards were more than enough as far as the tarot deck. Okay, let's see. So these may not be in any kind of order, but if you feel something, then okay. Transportation, we have car, travel, coming towards you, searching, exploring, journey. Like I said in the reading, I feel like you have people that want to come back around to figure out what you have going on. They want to figure out like what's next. Maybe this is something that you always, would talk about or will let someone know, like what you're planning, or you could be social in that way, and people are looking for you to like kind of tell your business in a sense, but somebody wants to come back and make it look as if they are like playing it cool. You have obsession, spying, stalking, looking at everything on the daily. Extras, friends, coworkers, teammates, colleagues. So to me, that speaks on like there's a lot of attention on you, or there soon will be. But I feel like these extras, these people, they're spying and they're obsessed too. There's people from your past, whether these are people you went to school with, worked with, or whatever, who are thinking of you, who are, trying to look into like, oh, what is this person doing now? It's crazy. Karmic, soulmate, partner, situation, connection, ex-partner, debt. That is under the transportation. You have a karmic partner, soulmate, connection, ex-partner, or some sort of situation that is trying to figure out, what you got going on. For some of you, this is career-wise. You have like an old business partner or a job looking to see what you have going on. You have obsession, don't go. No, not letting go. Do not meet, connect, or travel. Yeah, this is obsessive energy. Somebody's stalking. So I would just kind of keep to yourself for now. Extras has now, presently, right now, very soon, days or weeks. So like I was going back and forth on, but no, there's people who are like trying to figure you out right now. Like you are coming to mind. And again, there's something big coming to where you're about to be celebrated and have this attention. And you're gonna have people coming out of the woodworks. Inspirational, attention, fame, platform, leader, public recognition. Yeah, somebody's trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know if this person has gotten a reading or tried to read through your energy to see that you have something big coming your way, but they want to come back. So don't go, because I don't know, there's a weird obsession. On the lookout, spying, law enforcement, investigation. That goes into this present energy of like the secrets. Whatever is hidden, this person has other people connected to them. Like they're watching you, but someone's watching them. Extras has now and using you. Check someone's motives, money, love, support. So they're extras. There's friends, co-workers, teammates, or colleagues around you right now that are using you. Check someone's motives, money, love, and support. I feel like this person could have been around for a while, or you've been around this person for a while, or connected to this person for a while, but now they're in this, like their energy has changed since you stepped into some sort of confidence lately. So you may need to, look at, even if your circle is small, there's still someone around that is still not like wishing or wanting the best for you because of how confident you come off. Like they're trying to, I don't feel like this person is going against you, like trying to manipulate energy, or like they just like this person is hoping, or these people are hoping that you hit big so that they can, like, they think that they're going to hit big if you hit big. Like you're going to take them on with you. Guilty. Fearful, reactive, emotionally responsive. They did it. Yeah. Like I said, somebody's going to come back, or there's going to be something revealed around the past. And someone's probably going to communicate or admit their guilt to something. You have parents, mother, father, caretaker, in-laws, baby mama, baby daddy. That's the person, okay? A mother, a father, a caretaker, in-laws, mama, baby daddy. That's under the obsession. Don't go, on the lookout. So you got people close to you, or that were once close to you, trying to get close to you. You have extra now using you, discomfort. Yeah, you make this person feel uneasy. Uneasy, suffering, torture, repetitive, cold. Someone's attitude towards you has changed because you make them feel uncomfortable. Again, it's not our problem. Guilty has hindering health. Someone is trying to block your root or sacral chakra. Unhealthy diets, drink water. I'm telling you, the key word was divination for a reason. You have someone that's still wishing or trying to do things to cause like chaos or confusion or conflict in your reality. But they're trying to mess with like your head, your health. You just have to, again, be very conscious of your choices and what the things you're eating, the things you're putting in your body, the things that you are, I'm so sorry, like seeing, the things you're feeding your brain, your mind, your emotions, what you're telling yourself, what you're believing. Parents has passed over, spirits, ancestors, recently passed, death. This could be an ending. But I feel like your ancestors or your spirit guides could be warning you about, I feel like it's multiple people. You have discomfort with envy eye. Yeah, see, you have someone who's really jealous. Jealousy wants to be you, or wants what you have, or they want you. That's going to be multiple people too. So we have co-workers or colleagues. I'm talking about all departments. You got haters, baby. Co-workers or colleagues hating. Exes, family members hating. Friends, old people hating. It's all here. And again, I mean, that's a surface level way of saying like hating, but that's really what they're doing. in the 3D, but like in a spiritual sense, they're being triggered, and these people are not, they're having a bad reaction to it by choice. All right, black magic. Told you. Voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria, spell work. Okay, to clarify, I'm not saying that all of those are bad. Again, like I said a moment ago, we all have spiritual gifts. It just depends on how you choose to use it. Okay, just like they say tarot is bad and it's witchcraft. That is in some way that some people use it in a dark way to mislead, to destruct, to take, to use. But that's not what we do up over here. Okay. And again, you got to be rooted within that confidence. You can feel my energy. You can feel what I'm about. You can see the effects of my energy within your reality if you're really resonating with my readings. Okay. Like if my advice was leading you or is leading you down a more destructive path, then I'm not it. Okay. I'm not it for you. But at the end of the day, again, you got to see how things are having an impact and an effect in your life. But black magic, like I said, I don't know how they doing it. I don't really care how they're doing it. Wishing, praying on their knees, it don't matter. Writing it down in a book, it's manipulating energy. And they're getting payback for it. They're being tortured up in there spiritually, up in the soul level. We have murder, endings, death, hidden truths, lying, covering up. Someone within a family dynamic was covering up or lying about something that probably could have ended a situation, but now they've become obsessed. I don't know what that's about. NVI says tricky. Like I said, tricky energy. Misplaced person or problem, not what it appears to be. Yeah, there's someone in your present reality. Okay, y'all, the camera died, but we're back. Okay, tricky. Like I said, this person is going to stick out like a sore thumb because their behavior or their actions, it may just come across as like really weird now. So just be mindful. You have shadow and we have ego, dark energy, logical, strategic. Okay, that's coming out on the karmic side of trying to make plans. You have illusions and confusion in the center, spell work, not what it appears, insecurities. There is like a family or family members or someone you're connected to in a family dynamic or way close to. Someone's covering up something or they did something out of their own fears and insecurities. And then you have relative, aunt, uncle, cousin, childhood friend, in-laws that came out twice. So extras, friends, co-workers, teammates, colleagues. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of different people. And because of all these people coming out in different like areas of your life, it's starting to make me wonder if there may be a connection between two people within your life, like a friend and family member or a friend and a coworker. It seems like somebody teamed up with your ops or people who go against you. And look, the public eye came back out. Local news. We're back here again. Local news, influencer, viral, attention, YouTube, social media. We have siblings, sister, brother, step, or half, in-laws. Okay, so let's get into this oracle before this camera cuts off again. Oh, easy peasy. Grief. Okay. See, you're coming out of your grief. You're completing that last stage. All right, so grief says, give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wall it out, cry it out. Sob, shed tears, and surrender it. The message says you are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief does not go away because you ignore it. The only way to heal is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. The declaration says, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. So there's endings, whether this is like an actual death that happened in the past or just an ending that is happening now. And it doesn't have to be like in a death sense, but just like endings that are happening within your life. Again, it's normal to feel how these things make you feel. You know how I said, like, I'm not sitting here proud, like, yeah, I'm not talking to my parents no more. Like, no. You think I want to be this far in life and accomplish what I've accomplished and not have a relationship with my parents? Absolutely not. That shit sucks. But you know what? I got to pull up my big girl panties. I got to do what I got to do. And then I'm going to go through the healing stages in order to actually heal and not hold hatred, resentment, or anything that can hold me back in life. Because again, I will be damned if I sit here and let other people who have not truly added value to my reality right now take me off of where and what I've been building. Okay? What I know that I'm more than capable of achieving, having, and actually deserving of. That's why you will never break and you will never fold. You know your worth. You know that you are deserving of exactly what it is that you are getting in this moment. Because you've gone through the process. Through the process of finding you. And guess what? You're going to keep going through that process because you're going to keep growing and evolving. But again, it's not going to be brutal and traumatic like it was in the past because you know better now. So feel how you feel. Go through what you go through. But at the end of the day, again, all that matters is how you choose to proceed forward from it. All right? I love y'all. No matter what this tower is, no matter what comes crumbling and what truths are revealed, you're not built on that no more. You're not built on that foundation anymore. So it's really not going to affect you in the ways that you may have thought that it would, or in ways that it would have before when your foundation was dependent on it. Okay? I love y'all so much. Keep your head up. Keep your confidence up. Take up space. Do choose and pick the things and the people that choose you back in return, that give back to you in ways that truly bring you what you seek out of life. Okay? All right. Hopefully this resonated and it was able to help you guys in one way or another. Again, I love y'all. Have a safe and beautiful week, and I will talk to you in our next session. Bye.